Yo, what is going on, guys? Welcome back to the next episode of Friends of FaZe. Today, I'm about to head downtown in the Nissan to meet my friend, the HEYYMAN. Guys, we have a big surprise. Let's go. I remember the very first pair of shoes that I ever got that was like hype and I was really gassed about was the Kanye West, the Yeezy Pirate Blacks, you know, those original ones. I got so into shoes that like somebody hit me up one time to go and make shoes. So like, that's why I'm really gassed about doing this today, because I did this one time and it was so fun. So particularly like where I'm from in England and London, shoes have always been so popular, man. Like I know there's shoes and clothes, but specifically shoes, me and all of my friends have always been so gassed. Like every Yeezy drop, when the Off-White started coming out with Nike, like we were so gassed for that. But like, it always gets to a point where they've done so many now that like the new ones aren't as like hype and gas. That's when we really started to get into custom shoes, because if you think about it, you can literally make a one-of-one shoe, even from a designer shoe or from a normal shoe with designer material, and then just make it a one-of-one, and nobody else in the entire world is ever gonna have that shoe. They can never recreate that unless they obviously copy your idea. And like, that's just what is the most lit thing, because everybody, well, me specifically, you know, I'm not trying to wear something that everybody is wearing if it's all like the same thing. And plus, like, you know, it's always dope to like just have an idea and then physically put it onto something physical, like a shoe. There we go. We're here. Yo, Nick, mate. Oh, what's good, bro?
How you
been? Man, this place is crazy, bro.
Yeah, appreciate you coming by.
Nuts, man.
Yeah, thank you. I gotta give you the tour.
Facts,
You
bro.
gotta see everything.
Man, I gotta see what this place is saying right now.
All right, let's do it.
This is big, bro.
My name is Nick, probably better known as the HEYYMAN, and I am a custom shoe, custom leather goods maker. All right, so this is where it all goes down.
Bro, this is crazy, right? What?
So we have the whole factory divided into two sections. We do shoes over in this section, and we do all kinds of bags, purses.
Oh, like the duffel
goods,
bags and everything?
Duffel bags,
yeah. That's lit, bro.
Yeah, right. Here is all of the leathers that we're currently using for projects. This is some of the exotic leathers that we have. Wow. So we got a lot of crocodile back here, left over from old projects.
Like real crocodile?
Real crocodile, yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
This is crazy.
We love using croc, but there's also like snakeskin, there's stingray.
Stingray?
Stingray.
I didn't know that existed.
Stingray is one of the hardest materials to sew through because it's like sewing through glass beads. So it's like breaking needles, but it looks really cool if it's done right.
I want a stingray pair of shoes, man.
Yeah.
Fire.
Right here, they're developing a pattern right now, a dress shoe pattern. So in order to do that, you tape up this shoe form, which is called a last. You draw on it, and then that's what gives you your pattern. The HEYYMAN was just, it was a song back in the early 2000s, and from there it became like an AOL screen name. Then it was a street art tag, and then it just, like I said, I mean, it stuck, and now it is what it is. This is like the glue section right here. This is where soles get glued, insoles. This is like the machine graveyard right here, just stuff that needs to be repaired. Over here is our leather and material section. So this place
This is like where you stock everything, right?
Everything, yep.
Damn,
so
bro.
Everything in front of us here, this is all straight from Italy, brand new fine leathers. And then everything behind us here, this is all leathers or materials that we've used in past projects that are kind of like just...
You can reuse again?
Yeah, exactly, right.
That's dope, bro.
Yeah.
So you could just come here one day, pick out a color, and just make a shoe in that same day, if you wanted to.
Yeah.
That's lit.
I'm currently making duffel bags, wallets, passport holders. We even got into making footballs for the Super Bowl. All right, so this is like the finishing section, the lasting section. It's one of the last steps in the shoemaking process.
Oh, yeah, where you stretch the shoe around the base.
Right, exactly.
Damn,
so
that's crazy, bro.
This is kind of what you end up with.
That's what it looks like before.
This is what it looks like before. Yeah.
That's nuts.
Right. This is the final step before it gets put onto a one of those shoe forms, stretched around, gives it its shape, and then you end up with...
Oh wow, that hasn't even got the bottom on it, I just realized.
Yeah.
So that's not even finished completely?
Not even finished yet,
wow.
No. So it still needs the sole to be put on, And then after that, you just stitch the sole on and you got yourself a shoe.
Damn, that's crazy.
Right?
Yeah.
We gotta get you making one.
For real though, I'm down.
Yeah?
I'm honestly down. Or from scratch?
From scratch.
Bro, let's go.
We should do it.
Let's do it, bro.
All right, cool. Now that we're in the facility we're in, we have the freedom to create and build almost anything we can think of. Our limitations are very small at the moment. All right, so here's the spot.
Damn, this is lit, bro.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh.
So these are some of the most recent projects we've been working on.
Bro, this bag is actually nuts, bro.
This is like one of my favorite
This
pieces
has got
ever.
that material we were just saying as well.
So this
right?
is actually Python.
Oh,
so
okay.
We chose Python instead of
Wow.
crocodile because he was black mamba,
Oh,
which is a
of
snake.
course.
So
Yeah.
this is one of our newest releases. So this is a pretty much a convertible pair, and what it does is you could change out the.
Oh, no way. You make it a high top.
So it could be a high top or a low top, and then.
Bro. That's nuts. I've never seen something like that in my life.
So there's a lot that goes into making shoes that people don't know about, mostly prep work. All right, so let's mock some stuff up.
Yeah, let's get this, bro.
All right.
Sit down in the master chair. Oh, wow.
So what are you thinking? What are you feeling?
So, I mean, I've been thinking about the designs. I definitely want it to be FaZe-based, like with the FaZe logo. And then I was thinking also like the color scheme.
Yep.
I don't know if you've seen the car we just drove here, the Nissan Armada, but we wrapped it in like this red tiger. It's from Call of Duty, like this red tiger camo.
Oh, okay, dope.
And like that with the black logo on it, I think on a shoe would look crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, so something along those lines.
All right, I think we could do that. We have the pattern for an Air Force One low top. We could take the swoosh off, maybe replace it with that F there,
Yeah,
really big.
Yeah, that's lit.
And use that tiger print, that tiger camo that you were talking about. And maybe we'll just base it kind of on the car itself.
Yeah.
Maybe some black areas, and we could throw some of that crocodile in there too, just to give it kind of like,
Yes, that's lit.
All right, dope. All right, so I put together a few designs here.
Damn, these are all so fire, bro.
So we're incorporating that tiger camo.
Yeah.
And also the FaZe logo. I think that just having that big red on the side is really cool.
Yeah, no, facts, bro. Definitely my favorite two right now are these top two.
Okay.
I'm just trying to think. The only difference, right, is the size of the FaZe logo.
Size of the FaZe logo, and the liner is white on this one as opposed to the black.
No, honestly, I think I'm gonna go with the black FaZe logo. I really like that one. I wear more black clothes anyway,
Okay.
so I think I would like that.
All right. That was one of my favorites too.
Really?
Yeah, I like that oversized FaZe logo, all that camo. I think that's.
But that literally looks like the car.
All right, so let's go with this one, and
Yeah, bro, I'm fully down.
Yeah.
Let's just run that, bro.
let's get started.
Let's get it.
Once we design, then it's time to pattern make. All right, here we go.
Let's get it, man.
So we got
We're about to do it.
our material
that's
printed,
Perfect, bro.
right?
Man, this is literal red tiger camo.
It's almost exact.
Yeah, for real.
And then we got the some crocodile pieces.
Holy man.
So now we're
Do
gonna get
this?
you into, cutting the material out. From there, we'll prepare it for sewing, and
Okay.
we'll move on there. So this is called a silver pen.
Well, I just traced around the outside.
Just trace around the outside.
Oh, there we go. Fire. I'm gonna do this in no time right now. Yes, sir.
Well, all
There
right.
we go, man. That's quite lit. Yeah, I did a good job.
Yes, I'll have you cut some of this as well. So same thing.
Fire, there we go.
Okay,
I think that's it.
that's one of the quarter panels.
Yes, sir.
All right,
Is that it?
that's it right there.
That looks calm, right?
That's the shape.
I
Perfect.
thought I was gonna mess that one up.
No, we're good. All right, so next is assembly. So what I'm gonna have you do is I'm gonna have you take this. This is two-sided tape. I'm gonna have you take some tape and put it on the outside of that white line.
Okay.
If you gotta do it in pieces too.
There you go. That's it. It's set in place. Ooh, I think that's good.
That's good.
That's calm.
Yeah. All right, so here we have an industrial post-bed sewing machine, special for sewing shoes. It's set at 1 speed. So you just gotta toy around with that, get used to, the speed, get used to the feel.
Yo, this is not too bad.
Right, pretty
honestly.
smooth.
Oh, well, you just did it. We did it. Precision moment.
Yep.
Oh,
Quick turn.
yes,
Bro,
sir.
not a problem. Once you have a shoe that's completely sewn together, you'll have a loose piece of fabric that somewhat looks like a shoe. All right, man. So now we have the whole shoe put together.
That looks crazy right now, man.
Right.
Like, have you ever seen a shoe look like this in your life?
So the next step is we're going to take this, this sewn up piece of fabric, and we're going to place it on what's called a last.
Oh man, okay.
Yep. And we just do this all the way around, glue this down,
Okay.
remove the nails, and once we remove the nails, then we're ready to get this in there.
Damn, that's lit, bro.
All right, now we're at the sidewall machine, which is pretty much the last step in the sneaker making process. So we're just gonna throw a stitch in there, and it's really gonna secure.
Like secure the whole sole to the shoe.
Exactly.
Yo, this is it. It's coming together.
Yep, that's pretty much that.
That's a shoe.
That's a shoe, that's a finished shoe right there.
Damn, that's crazy, bro.
Yep. I'll let you do the honors of throwing the insole in.
Putting the insole in, man. The final product, the very first custom FaZe shoe. Oh my gosh, man. Damn, these are lit, bro. We got the crocodile skin with the red tiger camo, the FaZe logo on an Air Force One. Like, I need to rock these right now, man.
Yeah.
These are absolutely nuts, guys.
They're beautiful.
I bet you'll want these, right? Everybody watching this wants a pair of these shoes, I can imagine, man. We killed it, bro.
Yeah, we did.
We crushed that.
Well done.
That was fire.
What's great about all of the guys and all of the athletes that are part of FaZe Clan is they're really children at heart and just kind of doing what we love, having fun, and being able to make a living from it.
Yo, we are finally done with these shoes, man. These turned out absolutely insane. Massive shout out to the HEYYMAN, AKA Nick. We absolutely crushed this today. I'm honestly gonna have to try these shoes on right now though. Gotcha. Yo, there we go, bro. Custom FaZe shoes. Premium quality goods. Leather, bro. What even is all this, man? Holy, guys. Yo, these are nuts, bro. Honestly, guys, massive shout out to the HEYYMAN. Yo, thank you, bro.
Thank
you.
you,
Absolutely
man.
crushed it this episode. I hope you guys did enjoy.
We actually got one more surprise for you,
What?
real quick. One more surprise?
A surprise? What do you mean?
Yeah.
What are you doing? What are you doing, bro? Oh no.
This is a thank you
A thank
for coming in and just making us a part of this whole Friends of FaZe thing.
What is this? Holy, no way. Yo, it's the like customized shoe, man. Yo,
So
thank you.
had to get you in some HEYYMANs too.
Yeah, man. The official HEYYMAN shoe. This is one we saw earlier where I can like take this off and turn it into a low top shoe. Thank you so much,
Absolutely, bro.
Yo, that's made me gas. Thank you, man. That's lit. I hope you guys enjoy this Friends of FaZe, man. If you guys want to see more, smash a like, subscribe to the FaZe channel, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Peace out.